it's pretty amazing to think about how we carry these unconscious habits with us. And really, it all starts in the brain, right? So it's almost like the brain responds to something early in life, and maybe to you didn't seem like a big deal, like it was something a teacher said to you, or something you played sports, and or maybe a relationship when you were a kid, or a friendship or something, and then it just learned this pattern in your brain, and over time that pattern just kind of it almost like sinks in grooves in your mind, in your consciousness, and starts building the habit of, well, this is how the brain responds in these different these different types of brain waves. Is that correct?
Yeah,
or make sense?
Yeah, exactly correct. Yeah. And again, these are things that we have forgotten about growing up and through our adult years, but these what I call insults to the brain. Okay. So again, insults are injuries to the brain, and they can come in the form of physical insults. So if we've had any car accidents, despite even hitting our head, just a simple whiplash trauma is enough to cause some insult to the brain and brain function. And then we have chemical insults, so eating poor diets, eating foods that are inflammatory in nature, being exposed to toxins, again, throughout our life. And then, of course, we have our emotional insults. And this is, again, what so many people come into my practice, and I'm sure most practitioners who work in the realm of mental health. So much of it is due to, again, these small insults, which we may not have conscious recall of. And of course, a lot of people do come in and they can definitely recall a lifelong of abuse or stressors and emotional stressors. And these things do take a toll on brain function. And we have a concept in neurology of neurons that fire together, wire together. It's the whole concept of neuroplasticity. So when you, again, repeat these insults, whether small or large, guess what? You're going to change neural patterning. But the great thing is, and this wasn't known up until the most recent years, the last 10, 15 years, that we thought that once your brain wired itself that way because of these physical, chemical, and emotional insults, there was no reversing that. That's what you're left with, and you're going to suffer these conditions, and here maybe take a pill or two, try to quell the symptoms. What we know about neuroplasticity now is if the brain can wire itself that way, we can also unwire it and retrain it to wire itself in a better way and actually resolve these conditions, which is powerful.